Well, hi, everybody. This is episode 5 of our podcast series. Normally, I'm here with Mark Bishop, but today I'm with Brent Park. And I am extremely excited to introduce Brent to you all. Brent and I have some history, and we'll talk about disclosures as we have our conversation this afternoon. But Brent, tell me, why would you decide to join the franchise network? Because you have a business that is successful now, correct?
I do. So I've been in business in Airdrie, Alberta for the last 10 years. And we've been doing very similar business that Summit does as well. So facility maintenance, snow removal, landscaping, power washing, whatever is a requirement of facility, we handle it. So very similar to your business model. And as you touched on, we've worked together for, 12 years ago. I started working with you at the flagship store.
You did. So
location.
what did you learn that you took with you when you started your own business?
Well, during those 2 years, I got exposed to the foundational core values and business systems and models that Summit really is based upon.
And who was your strongest mentor?
Well, that was obviously you.
Of course. Thank you.
But we worked closely, hand in hand. Back then, it was a different business.
We did. Yeah.
It was very much a partnership back then from an employer-employee standpoint. But because of that close relationship, I got to learn a lot of your thought processes, how you deal with customers, how you deal with problems, how you solve problems. And really, I learned from you a very customer-focused and centered approach to doing business. And I think that was probably the key to your success, was the focus on the customer.
I absolutely agree with you. And that's what has developed and grown over the years. Where I think we were fledging. We were 10 years in when you joined us.
Yeah.
But having said that, or close to that, we really started to hone in on business development. And that's what you were focused on primarily.
That's right.
We were really developing systems and procedures to go after different types of customers.
That's right.
Than most of our competitors, are targeting every day. And you did take that model with you.
I did.
You stole that model and took it with you.
I borrowed it.
You borrowed that model and took it with you. I didn't know what an NDA was in those days.
Yeah.
We understand.
Luckily, yeah. But yeah, I did take your ideas and your model and ran with it in a very defined growing market that I felt had a need for someone like me and like us that could really take care of our community's properties. So you took pride in what you were doing. People loved what we were doing.
Yeah.
And it really showed in the care and the presentation of our sites.
I agree.
And, it was sort of like an involuntary or informal franchise at that point, because you hadn't even discussed or even thought of the idea of franchising your business at that point.
Right.
But really, I took exactly your program, your blueprint for success, and I applied it to Airdrie.
And we did do some contracting work together, didn't we?
We did. Over the years, we did some subcontracting work, and we stayed in touch, and that just shows the partnership approach to your business model, that we are not really adversaries, we're partners. And that's really where I think why I came on board, or at least one of the reasons, is because you are very partnership driven.
Here we are 10 years later. You've come full circle.
I've come full circle.
You a lone wolf, building your own business and been successful. I'm going to share. You're close to 7 figures a year.
Yep.
And not many businesses get there. So what a tribute to you.
Thank you.
And not many businesses last over 2 or 3 years. So again, what a tribute to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And that's what attracted us to you when we first started speaking.
Yeah.
Is our franchise network, is there anything within the franchise network that attracted you from being a lone wolf to working with a larger group?
Well, I've been in business for 10 years, like we say, and over those 10 years, you deal with a lot of different issues and hurdles and
pain
points, right?
Yeah.
And you are a lone wolf for most of that, if not all of it, right? And you get to a point where you've kind of stifled your growth a bit, because there's only so much you can do by yourself. And you realize that being a part of a team can enable you to be bigger than you are by yourself. You're surrounding yourself with a support team, with sales and marketing support, with accounts management support, RFP, contract support. So you can free up some of your time to service your existing customers a lot better.
We really become more than, in the truest sense.
Well, we become partners, right? And I've said
We are
that
franchise
before.
partners
We are
together,
partners in
and we
this,
work
right?
hand in glove, and that gives us an opportunity to share upon one another's experience. I mentioned pain points. That the reason that we want people to franchise with us and people that want to franchise with us is primarily because we have lived those experiences, and we expect a franchisee to be able to grow much faster and smarter than it took myself or even yourself, Brent.
Absolutely.
I'd like to say that you could be where you are in 5 years with your business acumen.
Yep.
If indeed we had been working together in a different way.
Well, it allows you to refocus your time and your efforts as the business owner on more development of your business instead of working in it every single day trying to solve all the problems.
Isn't that key? You can work. We talk often about working in the business and on the business. And we as lone wolves, that's a great way to, I think, share who we are or how we see ourselves, to be able to free yourself up where you can work on the business because we plateau.
We
plateau because often we're working in the business. I think you shared with me not long ago, because we're just coming out of snow season. I can't come in today, Tom, to visit with you because I've been out plowing all night.
Yeah.
Because you're working in the business.
You're working in the business.
And that's why you've been successful, because you've worked in the business. But you, if I could speak for you and what you've shared with me, you get to that plateau that how do I start building my business beyond where I'm at today?
How do you grow out of that truck, grow out of the lawnmower, right? Because you're constantly trying to service your clients, to meet your contract needs, right? At the same time, you also want to grow your business and become more than you currently are. And it's very hard to do by yourself because, you need to hire a team. You need to, hire the salespeople. You need to, get the account managers. And becomes very time consuming just to do that. And then you have to manage them, right? So if you're part of a franchise network and a team that already has that infrastructure in place, right?
Yes.
The blueprint in place, that you can now free your time up to, yes, develop your business, deal with your core customers, and hopefully increase your bottom line
And grow.
That's
right?
the goal, isn't it?
We are extremely excited to have Brent as a franchisee. I mean, we love all our franchisees. We are lucky to work with the people that we work with. And I know our franchise network is going to glean a lot of information, from you. And we appreciate that you're so open and that you're going to share, with others. And that's the strength of a franchise network, isn't it?
Yes.
We all work together.
Yeah.
And somebody may be doing something. You do transit.
We deal with all like the broken glass transit issues. Yeah.
I mean, what an opportunity. We don't do it here in Calgary. Ontario isn't doing it. Edmonton isn't doing it, but you do.
Yes.
And you can share that information with everybody else. So that's how we grow, as a network together and can expand, on all of our services and find profit centers. Is there one thing that you could say to a prospective franchisee or someone who is already in business for themselves that would help them move forward?
I think if you're like me and you're successful and you are, covering your bills and you're making a good living for yourself, but there's more out there, you can do more, but you're not quite sure how to get there, I would say that a Summit franchise is probably the right way to go because you have the back end support. You have the support of, 25 plus years of business experience.
That was the right thing to say.
Yeah, what's the right thing to say, right?
Your check is in the mail.
I'm reading the script, yeah. But it's true. If you are looking to grow and you're not quite sure how to get there on your own, you don't have to be on your own. There is a support network, a blueprint available to you that you can utilize to catapult your success a little bit further, a little bit faster.
It's your business, but you're not alone.
That's correct.
Right.
Exactly right.
Welcome.
Thank you, Tom. I
So
appreciate
excited.
it. Looking forward to
We
it.
just signed today, so we're pretty excited.
Yes.
Look forward to chatting with you all soon. Any questions, again, just send them to us. We're anxious to speak with anybody that wants to come forward and put in a question or wants to speak with us at length. Thank you very much.
Thank you.